Hi again guys, and welcome to episode 41 of D.A.R.C, or Does Anyone Really Care? The review series for cars which are sometimes overlooked on Gran Turismo 6. Now in this episode, this may seem kind of a strange car to be included. It's just a BMW hatchback, and here in the UK you see these all over the place. It's the kind of car you could see all day long and not even realise you'd seen it. You just don't notice them. So why on earth am I including it in this series? Well, the reason why I'm including it is because it's a great car. And not only is it a great car, it's actually something of a speciality model on Gran Turismo 6. Now, I am not a BMW fan. There are very, very few BMW models which I genuinely like. And to be honest, most of the BMWs that I do like aren't even on Gran Turismo. But this model I've actually started to like, and mainly over the past few days. And to be honest, it's as a direct result of making this series. I've been trying to find vehicles which are genuinely deserving of having a place in the D.A.R.C series. And I stumbled across this model and decided to try it out. And it's very good. I would say it's probably my favourite BMW in the game, and I know that other people won't understand that at all, even when I do explain the reason. But that's just me. I like cars that are different. And as I said, this is something of a speciality car. Now, why do I say that? It's just an everyday hatchback. Well, in real life, I would completely agree with you. This isn't the M Sport model or anything like that, so why am I saying that? Well, this is, and I may be wrong about this, feel free to correct me in the comments. I would appreciate being told if I am wrong, but as far as I'm aware, this vehicle is the only production diesel-engined vehicle on Gran Turismo 6. Now, obviously, we have the Audi and Peugeot diesel Le Mans cars, but as far as I'm aware, this BMW is the only production street car that has a diesel engine on Gran Turismo 6. Now, obviously, just being a diesel doesn't necessarily make it worthy of being in this series. So, as a diesel, what does it have to offer? Because there is also a petrol version, and surely the petrol would have better performance. Well, in terms of power, sometimes a diesel can be superior, but the beauty of, or sometimes a petrol can be superior, I should say, but the beauty of a diesel is the torque. Now, this car fully tuned sits at 512 pp, which when I first tuned it, I thought seemed a bit high, to be honest. But then I thought about it, and it's not really, because fully tuned, this car produces 357 horsepower, which doesn't sound that amazing. It's not the most powerful hatchback in the game, it's far from it. And it weighs in at 1,159 kilos, which, again, isn't particularly impressive for a hatchback. There are plenty of hatchbacks which weigh far less than that. But you have to think beyond the surface with this car. The things which you don't initially think about or initially notice. Like, for instance, that weight. It actually is impressive. Why? Well, most of the hatchbacks on this game are front-engine, front-wheel drive. So of course they're light. There's no weight over the rear end. You don't have to connect the axles at all, so of course they're light. This Beamer is a front-engine, rear-wheel drive car. So considering that, it is actually light, considering its configuration. And although 357 horsepower may not be earth-shattering power, the torque figure on this car is actually almost as high as that of the Ayrton Senna Lotus Formula 1 car. And I'm not exaggerating there, the torque is almost as much as that Lotus 970, which is crazy for a little ho-hum hatchback. So, as I said, for a 512 pp vehicle, it is something of a sleeper. And to top it off, it only costs 33,000 credits, so cheap for a Beamer, and certainly great value considering how much of a speciality car, and not just a speciality car, but a great speciality car this is. Now, I wondered how quick this car was on tracks that I enjoy. So I took this car out on Sierra, and I managed to lap it on what was relatively my first full lap attempt in 8 minutes and 49 seconds. Now, I could definitely go quicker than that, but that was my first attempt, as I said. Now, when I first did that, I didn't think that that was very good. But then I compared it to one of my other favourite cars on the game, the Daihatsu Storia X4. Now, that Daihatsu can do a lap of Sierra around 10 to 15 seconds quicker than this Beamer. But that Daihatsu is over 400 kilos lighter and is 28 pp higher. It sits at 540, whereas this Beamer is only 512. So this car is actually really good for its PP and for its power and for its weight. And not only is it quick and competitive, but I have to say it's really enjoyable to drive. It's rear-wheel drive, it's very tail happy in a good way, and that's coming from someone who's not even a BMW fan. So if I love it, and I'm not even a fan, somebody who likes Beamers I think will love this car. It's great fun to drive, handles great, and goes great. And it's the only diesel in the game. So if you haven't tried this car, I definitely recommend you give it a go. And that's it for this episode, so I'll see you guys next time, and as always, thanks for watching.